I can go into studio mode and then make sure that it works. I know. Wait, so no, I want to go to studio mode. You have to intro. What's the intro? Oh. Good afternoon, Buccaneer fans. Our second game of the day. The Des Moines Bucs are in their baby blue with most of them have red breezers and baby blue socks and black skates. That's our home team. Go Bucs. Just a minute 30 to go here in warm-ups. And Ames Flyers in their black, orange, and white jerseys, black breezers, black, white, and orange socks, and mostly black skates again. We have 3 refs. Let's say hi to them in the comments. If you haven't already, go get some popcorn. Turn on this video. Stop all football or professional hockey or swim. Turn on this game, or you can put us on the side. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can hear what we're coming up next. And I hope you enjoy. Today, I'm Scarlett, and my dad, Nick, will be mostly saying everything, but I might come in a few times. So, I hope you enjoy. Go grab some popcorn, Coke, Pepsi, get a blanket, get a stuffy, sit down with your family, and turn all the lights off, because this will be a scary defeat for us to them. So, sit back and relax, and let's enjoy the hockey game.
Thanks, Scarlett, for that intro. Allows me a little bit to catch up with some of our other parents and fans. Game 2, today's doubleheader. Buccaneers took the first game 3-1. Goals were scored. Grant walked with a power play goal. Late in the power play, just a few seconds left. Assisted with Everett Kaiser. West Main tacked on the second goal with a putback off a shot from Graham Herron. And the last goal was very well moved puck. Cole Teese over to Graham Herron below the red line. Passed it to West Main, who shot it, hit the goalie's pads over to Aiden Lambert, who stuffed away the rebound to go up 3. Or excuse me, to go back up 2. Ames did score a goal in between the second and third. So, Scarlett has relinquished her camera duties to me. So I will be taking care of this game here, calling it also. Teese with it, up to Burke along the near side. Rick Hemperd possesses at the curling circle. Might have Scarlett do a little more commentating in this game if she so chooses. Walked with it, up to Walker, uses his hands, drops it over to Burke. Skates through center ice. Puck's still loose. Poke checked away by Burke. Sends it into the corner. Gathered by the Flyers. Tries to carry it around. Kept in by Teese. Hazel to Ray Camper. Puck squirts to center ice, gathered by the Flyers, carries it into their zone, sends it behind the net. Ray Camper in the corner. Shot blocked by Hazel. Puck squirts free. Flyers send it back in behind the net. Ray Camper there to retrieve. Burt carrying around the near boards. Bucs changing. Burt sends it, hits the side of the net, rolls back down, and it's covered up by the Ames goalie. Face off to the left of the Flyers. Face off won by the Flyers, sent in deep. Hentz with it at the near point. Pass to Shizzle in front of the net, stolen away by Ames, who's going the other way with it. Heron with the poke check. Pass in front. Good save, Uriah Ford. Dropped down to his knees. Benning tries to intercept the pass. Ames sends it in behind the net. Gathered up, Graham Heron. Tries to take it between a player. Turnover, Ford hitting the glove, can't control it. Puck is loose in front. Benning takes it away. Centering pass pushed away. Flyers still there. Heron knocks it out of the way. Pressures into the glove, and Raya covers it up. Freezes the puck. Just like last game, we will have two 16-minute periods, first and second, running clock, and the last period will be a 13-minute stop clock. Flyers shot from the point, deflected off a stick, goes high over the net. Retrieved in the corner, centering pass misses the intended target. Puck is Bucs get the zone. Carried in, Lambert up to walked on the left side, takes a shot, saved by the goalie.
Hey, Dad.
With another joke.
I've got a joke for you.
Okay.
Why was the hockey player always so organized?
Why was the hockey player so organized?
Because he knew how to clear the zone.
Oh, yes. Clear the zone.
Sounds
That's
like
a
what
good one.
the Bucs should start doing.
Bucs do a pretty good job of it right now. Reckamper with the shot, misses wide to the right. If only these kids could clean their room. I'm sure I'm not the only parent that does that. West Main with the shot. Covered up by the Flyers goalie. Walked with the face-off over to Maine. Kaiser at the high point, takes a shot. Gloved by a Flyer. Hand pass, nope, okay. Walked on the left side, takes the shot, pushed away. Centering pass up along the side of the net. Reckamper's shot doesn't quite get to the target. Kaiser back with it into his own zone. Goes behind his net, tries to regroup. Flyers apply some pressure. Long diagonal pass, finally clears the zone over to Walked. Burke streaming down the middle of the ice. Walked pulls it back. Loses it. Walker Walker with it on the near side. Tries a toe drag back, dispossessed by a flyer. Puck goes free behind their own net. And they're going the other way with it. Flyers through neutral ice. Tallest player on the ice with it also has the longest hair. Evan Burke is going to get a trip. Evan Burke draws the tripping penalty, trying to clear the puck from his own zone. And the Buccaneers are going to go on a power play. This was beneficial for the Bucs last game as they scored just a few seconds to go. Face-off handled. Weak pass back to Kaiser. We don't know where the puck is. Referee blows the whistle. Looks like the puck went in the bench. So we'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie again. The clock is still running, so this is not helping the Bucs at all. Heron, big shot, hence gloved by the goalie and saved. Good play, wide open shot by Hentz, nice and low. The goalie had eyes on it. Tracked it all the way in. Ewing over to Heron. Heron back to Kaiser at the point. Kaiser to Heron. We need some stronger passes here, boys. Ewing finally takes it into the corner, plays it around. Walked back there. Hentz loses it at the point. We get offsides. This isn't helping here, boys. Walked Ewing, Heron, Hentz, Kaiser out there for another 10 seconds. Ames wins the faceoff, takes it behind their own net. 2 seconds to go on the power play. And we're back to even strength. Walked with it in front of the net. Backhand by Heron. Can't get it on net. Good save by the goalie. Puck still loose against the boards. Walked with it at the low end of the net. Kaiser with it over to Heron. Heron backhands it. Walks, pressures. Hentz at the point, doing some nifty stick handling to the high slot. Shot never gets through. Ames clears it on net. Kaiser there to give chase. Bucs are starting to change. Kaiser to Shizzle. Puck can't get cleared. Flyers in good position. Misses wide of the net. Free along the half wall. Ewing with it. Carries it into neutral ice. Benning tiptoes the lines. Ewing with a shot. Benning with the backhand. Can't get it on net. Ewing overskates it. Shizzle also there. Tease to Ray Kemper across the ice up to Benning. Benning into the middle. Backhands it through the crease. Shizzle not able to get his stick down on the ice. He was knocked down and was getting up. Ray Kemper with the shot. Hits a Flyer's glove. Flyers get it to neutral zone. Try and send it in deep. Hits the official. Right into Teese's stick. Flyers send it in. Forward with the stop. Ray Kemper pass over to Shizzle in front of his own bench. Sends it on ahead. Benning with the pressure. Forces the ill pass to Shizzle. Shizzle centering pass. Lambert can't get a shot off. Bucs still keep it in the zone. Lambert giving some low pressure deep in the red. Ray Kemper has it dump over his stick against the near boards. Puck is right below us. I can't get Just that little section directly below us. I can't get walked with the shot. And he beats the goal again. Walked, gets it on the left side there. And puts the Bucs up 1-0. Puck free to Hintz. Loses it off his stick. Euro angle shot. Shouldered by Ford into his glove and held. Good save by Uriah. Puck squirts around the ice. Burke gathers it along the near boards, carries it out. Hazel keeps it in at the blue line momentarily. Backhanded out by the Flyers. Hence chase it over to Heron. Dangerous cross ice pass. Heron with it along the near boards. Loses it at the curling dot. Back to Hazel. Hazel takes a shot, misses wide of the net, goes back around to Burke. Burke trits there, hence can't keep it in. Heron back checking the other way, 2-on-1. Prevents the pass, hits the post and bounces wide. Gathered up by Hazel, loses it at the blue line. Tries to get it to Hentz. Skates past it. Hentz with some nifty stick handling over to his buddy Burke. No, he takes a shot. Bounces off the goalie, gathered up by the Flyers. Kept in by Kaiser. Squirts free. Flyers back. Hazel and Kaiser. Hazel goes down. Does just enough to prevent any sort of a shot or a pass to the middle of the ice. Walker there with some pressure. Kaiser just sends it out. He's got a good enough angle. Hits the goalie. Yep, no icing. Here we go. Just over 2.5 to go here in the first period. Bucs on top 1-0. Benning with it. Neutral ice, carries it in. Little stick handle here. Tries another toe drag. Kicked away by the Flyers. Sends it across the ice. Can't clear the zone. Kaiser there. Sends it in. Chisel together. Kaiser still with it at the point. Benning with a great poke check. Flyers clear the zone. Tease with it. A lot of action in front of the Ames bench. Finally, Boston retrieves it. Top of the dot. Low shot. Hits the stick of the goalie. Benning there. Can't get a piece of it. Tease with the shot. Hits his own player in the back. Weakly pushed away. Boston can't get it off his skate. Tease gives chase to it down at their own end. No ice. A little over a minute to go. Puck. Referee's going to call it. Puck cleared the zone. An offsides call. Heron takes it in along the far side, carried in with Lambert. Takes a shot center right in the goalie's stomach and held on. Good snapshot from the high slot. Earns us a face-off, but just over 30 seconds to go. See if the Bucs can get one more in right before the end of the period. Graham sends a long diagonal pass. Rick Emperor along the boards. A couple players are there. I think the puck is just going to hang out. We got 5 seconds to go. Puck squirts free, 2 seconds. Heron gathers, just backhands it in, and we're going to stop the end of the first period. Bucs get one from Grant Walked. Go on top 1-0 here in the first.
Welcome back to the second period. We had some technical difficulties with the intermission. We have end of first. Walker with the faceoff.
Burke sends it in around to Hazel. Kaiser keeps it in around the point. Burke with it at the far curling circle. Got bodies flying everywhere. Sticks are flying. Puck is still loose. Sure, I'm not the only one that this happens to, but everything works until you go live, and then something happens and it doesn't work. So our intermissions will we'll do some work here. Heron brings it up along the near boards, carries it in, has a 2-on-2 with Kaiser, defensive buddies. Here's the Buccaneers. Oh, we're on a penalty kill. I apologize, I was unaware. Looks like Hazel is in the box. Shot from the flyer, blocked away. Heron carries into the corner. Falls down over to E-wing, gets back checked. Retrieves the puck, sends a nice long diagonal. Ames clears the zone, carries it in. Takes a shot, hits the side of the net. Couple sticks in the way, there's Walked with it. Behind the net, sends it down towards the net. Still spinning, and we're going to get an icing. So we're going to send it all the way down here. Hence in the corner. Centering pass to Benning. Gets a stick lifted. Excuse me, that was Teese, not Benning. Heron retrieves it. Pushed into the boards. Teese falls down, loses the puck in the ice. Reckhemper sends it in. Teese loses the skate again. Puck's still loose along the near boards. Body's flying. Puck's not going anywhere yet. Maine tries a backhand in front of the net. Teese is there. Takes the pass. Doesn't have a stick on the ice. Heron gathers it. Sends it in weakly behind the net for Lambert. Sends it back to Teese. Teese tries to get it back behind the net. Can't clear it. Heron gathers in front of the point. Takes a low shot. Hits a flyer in the skate. Teese tries to put back, and it's blocked by the Flyers. Flyers taking it through neutral ice, gaining the offensive zone. Before it stood up at the blue line, walked, retrieves it behind his own net. Tries to reset. Bucs are just standing around instead of getting in position. Walker with a long diagonal to Burke, tries to get behind the defense, stood up at the blue line. Hentz comes in, dispossesses. Drops it back. Centering pass to Burke behind the mark. Walked, has it bounce over his stick, and we're going the other way. Hentz back check, takes a shot, goal! Ames with the counter attack, 2-on-0. Puts it past Uriah's shoulder. It's now 1-1 Ames and the Bucs. Bucs in the offensive zone, lose it to the Flyers. Gain possession, end of the offensive zone, going the other way. Centering pass, blocked by Deacon, momentarily loses it. Shot misses wide of the net. Puck is cleared out of the front of the goal. Ewing blocks the shot with the shins. Kaiser carries it up, kick pass to Benning. Benning, Chisel was on target, couldn't get it to him. Kenny, side of the net, covered up by the Flyers goalie. You're not on. You're not on. Puck loose along the far boards. Puck squirts in front of the crease to Kaiser. Kaiser dumps it into the corner. No Bucs there. Flyers retrieve. Pass deflected over to Raykamper. Sends it back towards the net. Shizzle gathers in the corner. Tries to sick handle around. Blocked by Ewing. Ewing plays it around the back. Centering pass. Shizzle shot flex over the goalie. Raykamper tries to smack it from the point. Misses it. Retrieves it back. Deflected off a flyer. And pushed free. Kaiser sends it back into Shizzle. Raykamper pokes it away again with the stick. Can't clear the zone. Shizzle loses his stick. Ames going the other way with it. Kaiser, the little poke check away at the far boards. Ames sends it in as they're going in for a change. Carried back by Raykamper with the long diagonal to West Main. Flicks it into the offensive zone. Chased by Benning. Main to Benning. Benning with a shot and a goal! Deacon Benning with the assist from West Main. I apologize, I may not have gotten over in time to get it. But Deacon Benning puts the Bucs up 2-1. Aiden Lambert carrying down the far side. Loses it in the corner. Flyers with a weak attempt. Hence with the check up along the point. Tease with it into the corner. Over to Lambert. Centering pass. Main's not there. Heron with it at the point. Loses it. Keeps it in. Barely on the blue line. Heron over to Ewing. Ewing can't get it to Tease, and the referee says yes, he tipped it. We're going to keep playing here. Just under 6 to go here in the second period, running clock. Heron backhands it, drops into a Flyer glove, plays the stick. Heron's still there. Getting abused a little bit. West Main misses his centering shot opportunity. Over to Tease. The dot hits a Flyer, deflects back, and the Ames is going to go the other way. Heron with a little poke check. He's going to take on one Ames player, and we're going to get a tripping call. Heron draws the penalty at the blue line. Bucs are going to go on the power play. Heron in the corner, passes out to Kaiser at the top of the circle, shot in, blockered away by the Ames goalie. Heron still with it. Toe drag in front of the red line, back to Ewing. Clears some space, puck is low. Kaiser with a shot. Low, blocked away again by the Ames goalie to the corner. Ewing retrieves. Heron back to Ewing. Loses it. Flyers try to clear, but hits their own player. And we're going to get an icing call.
Bing, bing, bing. It's Scarlett's joke time. What's a Zamboni's favorite type of movie?
What is a Zamboni's favorite type of movie?
Anything.
Anything with a smooth ending. That's funny because the Zamboni smooths the ice. Oh, what a knee slapper. Burke up along the boards. Lambert with it. Centers to Burke. Burke pushes through just wide of the net. Puck goes into the corner, and the power play is over. Ames is back at full strength. Burke tries to get it in the corner. Misses the hit. Passes over to Walker on the backside. Shot hits the side of the net into the goalie's glove and covered. Great shot there by Walker. Flyers with it, carried through the neutral zone. Stood up at the red line by Kaiser, center line by Kaiser. Zone is cleared. Walker pestering with the stick. Poke checks it away. Burke hits it off a Flyer. He's got a mini breakaway. Tries to backhand, can't get anything on it. Puck looked like it might have been bouncing a little bit. There's a shot off from Hentz. Burke deflects into the top of the crossbar, bounces away. Hentz gathers at the point. Covered up by the goalie. Flyers with it in their own zone. Number 25 carrying it through for Ames. Walk shoulders into the boards, dispossesses the puck. Ames still gathers. 1:40 left in the second period. Bucs on top 2-1. Puck loose in front of the net. Redkemper blocks it away. Boston grabs it like a shortstop, sends it in towards the net. Shizzle not there in time. Ewing loses his stick, Benning there to retrieve. He tries a backhand to walk up to Ewing, center ice. Redkemper resets behind his own net, tries to get it up the zone. Tatis can't do it. Redkemper steals it and brings it through the blue line. That's walked. Benning, Shizzle, and Ewing are all trying to win the puck. Benning finally wins it to Shizzle, takes it down the slot, carries it into the far face-off circle. Poke checked away by a Flyer. Long cross-ice pass. Shot by Benning, deflected by the Ames goalie. Puck is still loose. And we're going to get 30 seconds left here. We might get the face-off and not much more. Puck on the far side. 15 seconds to go. Bucs need possession. They're going to mount any sort of an attack. Heron keeps it in. Puck is still loose. Benning over to Ewing. 5 seconds to go. Puck is flying down. 1 second to go, and that's going to be the end of the period. We go up 2-1, Bucs over Ames. We'll be back in just a minute. And we're back, folks. Sorry for the delay. 12-minute stop clock period here in the third. We're going to get a penalty against Ames. Looks like Heron drew the penalty, the tripping penalty. Kaiser takes it in along the left side, takes a shot. Saved by the goalkeeper. And frozen with the penalty coming for the Bucs. Puck loose, walk with it in the curling circle, goes high over the net. Heron poke checks it away below the red line. Centering pass to Ewing, off his skates, Hence with it at the circle. Hence with the snapshot, deflects in front of the net. Walked, gets it back to Hence. Hence carries it in again, shot off the blocker. Ames finally clears, and we're going to get an icing. Flyers with it their own end, carrying it through the zone. We're going to get an icing call again. Not close enough to the red line. I do apologize. I do have a little bit going on here. Hence back to retrieve into his own zone. Do-si-dos with Kaiser. Flicks on by Burke. Hence with it, still in the corner, tries to stick handle a little bit. There's no one there to support him. There's nobody to pass to. Tries to go off the half wall. Wickwire with the shot. Kaiser almost screens his own goalie. Ford tracks it in with his glove the whole way. Face-off goes directly into Ford's glove where he covers it up. Walker face-off again. Burke splits two Flyers, goes one-on-one with another one. Poke checked away, Walker with it. Hazel goes to the corner where he backhands. Walker pressure along the near boards, loses it. Heron can't keep it in. Still with it on his stick. Carries in, takes his own. Tries the backhand forward to Walker. Can't get through. Flyers recovered well, dumps it behind the net. Ford goes down, Heron behind the net. Plays it off the boards. Into the corner. Takes a shot, deflects wide of the net. Puck still loose in front of the net. Burke gathers into the corner after being pushed away. Bucs clear the zone. Cross ice pass by the Flyers. And we're going to get offsides. Sorry. 8:41 here in the third period. Bucs on top 2-1. Goals scored by Grant Walkt and Deacon Benning. One in each of the first 2 periods. Ewing with it along the near boards. Carries it in. Hentz pulls it back out. Top of the face-off circle, sliding into the slot. Misses right of the net. Shizzle goes down trying to play the puck over to Walkt. And we're going to get interference on Walkt at the blue line. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the third. Bucs are going to go on a penalty kill, leading 2-1. Ames trying to get their correct players on the ice. Kaiser clears to the point, nobody there. Pass blocked in, Heron takes it away, he's on a breakaway. Pestered from behind, and we're going to get a hooking call. Heron draws the penalty on the penalty kill for hooking. Great play there by Heron, able to draw the penalty while on the penalty kill. We are now 4-on-4. The Bucs will get about a 20-second power play when it's said and done. Boston with a shot and a goal. Even strength goal, Boston Ewing. Nifty little stick handle into the slot zone. We're still even strength for just over a minute. Chase chases the puck down his own red line. Shot in to Ford, who just covers it up. Ray Kemper on the near boards. Clears the zone. Flyers send it across the ice to Teese. Teese pulls it back. Hits the referee as he's trying to clear the zone. Covered up by Ford. Puck won by the Bucs, carried around behind the net, cleared out here to center ice. Reckhemper pressuring at center ice. Main pressures along the far boards. Hentz with it, Broadway over to Maine. Maine and Lambert can't connect. Kaiser up to Maine. Over to Lambert in the corner. Maine tries the centering pass. Too shallow. Flyers clear the zone. Flyer falls down at center ice. Still tries to play it. Puck goes under Hence's stick. Flyers just send it in. Both sides are back to full strength. Bucs carried in. Looks like that's walked along the far side. Zero angle shot hits the side of the net. Retrieves it behind the net. Burke is in front with two Flyers next to him. Walk tries to get it to him. Gets dispossessed. Heron here at the point takes a shot, deflects. Hits a Flyer in front of the net. Burke there to retrieve. Tries the long diagonal pass, kept in by Heron at the blue line. Flyer just tries to clear it. Heron intercepts as he's trying to get back to his post. Takes a shot from the slot. Hits a Flyer, deflects. Goal by Burke. It's yes, Logan Burke with the goal. Heron shot to Walker. Over to Burke. Puts the Bucs up 4-0. Excuse me, 4-1. Shizzle with it on the far boards. Over to Ewing, can't quite possess it cleanly. Shizzle dumps it in deep. Blocked by a Flyer. Under 4 minutes to go here in the game. Bucs on top 4-1. Deacon Benning with it. Dumps. And there's the chase. Shizzle setting up in front of the net. Deacon can't get the puck cleanly. Shizzle there to support in the corner. Ewing gathers, plays it off the boards. Tease and Hentz. Hentz gathers at the red line. Excuse me, the end line. Tease plays it in front of the benches. Puck goes up and into the Buccaneer bench.
Hello?
Puck loose directly below us. Heron with it, cross ice pass to Kaiser. Kaiser up to Lambert. Dumps it in deep into the corner. Puck stays loose. Rick Kemper intercepts in the high slot. Flyers play it ahead. No icing. Claims it was tipped. Heron gets there before it gets to the end line. Over to Kaiser. Kaiser to Maine. Dispossess Heron in front of the net. Takes the pass. That was good play by Ames. Turnover by the Bucs. Ames goes the other way with a 2-on-1 and some nifty passing. Prevents an open net. Essentially an open goal on the backside.
Scarlet's final joke of the game. Why do hockey players hate sunbathing?
Why do hockey players hate sunbathing?
It's too hot for their cool moves.
It is too hot for their cool moves. That is I don't know, is that a double entendre there? Cool because you're on the ice and cool because you're really cool? I don't know. That's a stretch. We do like the baby blues though. They look really good with the red greasers. Under 2 minutes to go. Bucs on top, 4-2. Kaiser with it behind his own net. Right Kipper there with Heron. Lambert's out there along with Maine also. Flyers, we're offsides. Refs say, let's just play it. We were getting moved there. Kaiser tries to bring it out of his own zone, gets dispossessed. Leads to a Flyers chance. Heron backhands it away. And we're just going to get it cleared. We're going to get an icing here. More heads-up play here with 1:10 to go. Shot from the Flyers off of Ford's glove. Goes below the end line. Puck centering pass doesn't find his target. 1 minute to go. Flyer on the backside. Ford dives, makes the save. Uriah makes the save up against the post. 50 seconds to go. Burke with the puck, goes behind his net. Walk carries it up through the defensive zone over to Burke in the neutral zone. Burke tries to dump and chase. Puck checked away by the Flyers. Walker there to take it. Flyers with the chance. Off of Hazel's shins. Hentz tries to play with it behind his own red line. Gets possession over to Walker. Walker sends it on net, open goal, it's in! Jensen Walker with the empty netter. And that's going to be the end of the game as time has run out here at the arena. Bucs come alive here in the second game, win this one 5-2. Thank you, Ames, for your hospitality. It's been great. Next on tap for the Buccaneers, 2 home games next weekend against the Iowa City Heartlanders. We'll be playing them at the Recplex, so we look forward to seeing everybody in the Des Moines area come out and support youth hockey, specifically the Junior Bucs Bantam Knights. For Nick Heron and Scarlett Heron, have a great Saturday. We will see you next week.